Hi there again. This is Mark from the Design Hackers Guild, and as the title suggests, I have a little bit of a disagreement with the Filipino government. And this, I'm going to, before anybody in the Philippines starts getting a bit annoyed with me, it is not the Filipino people or the Filipino nation I'm attacking, it's your government. But don't worry, I reserve that same attack for my own government and for other governments around the world and government institutions and all these other influential institutions that are on the side of government persecuting people making a living out of cryptocurrency. So, if you're not aware of what's going on, you can click below on the article where the game Axie Infinity has caught the attention of the Filipino government because its citizens are earning an income from it. Now, they're saying because they're earning an income from it and because it's cryptocurrency, they should be taxed and they can't be let earn willy-nilly. Now, you might be someone who believes in taxation with representation. And to a large extent, I'm kind of in agreement with that. But let's look at the situation from where it should be looked at. The Filipino government, like many governments around the world, stopped its citizenry from earning a living. They literally shut down their country. They left people in a position where they couldn't earn an income. That meant they weren't able to pay for the food to put in their bellies and their families' bellies. They weren't able to pay for their medicine. They weren't able to pay for the roof over their head. And some innovative Filipinos and innovative people around the world playing Axie Infinity, because it's pay to play, have taken advantage of playing the game, earning SLP, turning that into Ethereum, and then turning that into fiat currency that they can use to pay for things. They can pay for their phone, they can pay for food, they can pay for their rent, they can pay for medicine, they can do things to look after relatives. There's plenty of stories of Axie Infinity, not just people being able to buy a house, but people actually being able to do things through this game, through earning currency through this game. And the government put these people in this position where they needed something like this. The opportunity came about through Axie Infinity. Innovative Filipino people have taken to playing the game and earning a living from it. And what does the Filipino government do? It wants to turn around and punish its citizenry for being innovative and for surviving. And this is going on around the world. This is going on around the world when it comes to cryptocurrency in Ireland, in the United States, in name your country around the world. And it's disgraceful, and I call it evil. What the Filipino government are doing right now is evil. What the Irish government, what Europe is talking about, what the US Fed is talking about with cryptocurrency is evil. And what really annoys me is the absolute myopic vision of governments around the world because they are in a reactive mode. All they ever do is instead of representing the people who elect them, they arbitrarily consider them cannon fodder and to do with what they will. They they don't respond to crises. They react to them. They react arbitrarily, and they react giving deference to elitist people, to banks, to uh, non-governmental organizations with big purses and coffers, and they neglect their citizenry and they continue to persecute their citizenry. You can see this in Australia with the way they're dealing with things. And when people then go and, in response, not in reaction, but in response to this, in order to preserve their own lives by doing something like Axie Infinity or doing something with cryptocurrency, earning a crust, they are then persecuted and treated like dirt. Well, I'm asking if there's anyone who is a member of a government somewhere to wake your government up and stop persecuting the very people you represent. Forget about trying to regulate crypto. It's going to regulate itself and it will work with other governments, I'm sure, that are reasonable. But if you're going to make arbitrary decisions and tax and do these things, and because in light of what you've done in the past in dealing with this pandemic and persecuting people for trying to survive, you're going to create your own worst enemy. And this is what you're doing at the moment. And the reaction that you don't like that you're getting is the very reaction that you are creating. And if you don't like the way cryptocurrency is developing, it's we stop if you'd stop doing what you're doing, if you'd stop printing money, monopoly money, and reducing everybody's wealth, if you would stop making arbitrary decisions that destroys small businesses and rewards bigger businesses, rewards people like Amazon. If this is the policy you're going to follow, you're going to create an enemy. You're creating the enemy that you don't like. If you don't like it, you should look in the mirror and stop persecuting your citizenry. This is for any person in government around the world. You need to stop this. I need to get your head around this. Crypto is out of the bottle. And instead of working against it, you should work with it. If you did, you could do remarkable things for your country. What has happened in the Philippines with Axie Infinity has been a remarkable thing. Don't punish it, support it. That's what I think. This has been Mark Brown from the Design Hackers Guild. Had to get that off my chest. Had to make this video in support of my friends in the Philippines and the people I talk to about Axie Infinity. I am involved in it. Um, I hope this at least makes you feel better. I don't think it's going to get any better. I'd say it's going to get worse before it gets better. But if someone is listening, could you please tell your government to back off arbitrary reactive policies and make them responsive and supportive policies that support the people you represent, the people who you were elected to protect and defend. Could you try that? Thanks.